hello, hello. We're going to learn some things. I got some things waiting for us to get off into some cooking. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, everybody. I'm giving everyone a chance to come in. I would love for you to please, 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 if you will, like and share this live. Invite some people to it. We are Kitchen and Convo this evening with Matricia. Yeah. Kitchen and Convo with Matricia, and it's centered around Donald. It is centered around, we're going to make homemade dressing, Donald. Yes. We're going to make homemade dressing today. Homemade dressing. We're on Wi-Fi. Same Wi-Fi. I just want to make sure there is no delay. While I'm seeing a delay here, but we're going to make sure that I'm not looking delayed in the process. So, hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. We are cooking in my personal kitchen, and I will be sharing with you some love recipes, some of my favorite dishes that I fix for the holiday. I'm going to say this is in memory of my late mom, Mary Hurd, who I adore so much and learned so much from. I stayed in the kitchen with her all the time, and learning and how to cook. So I just want to make sure that I'm giving back. I want to share with you all this evening. Come on in. First of all, happy wonderful Wednesday. Happy wonderful Wednesday. If there is a word that I must say, that be empowered, be encouraged during these holiday seasons and beyond. Know that you are worth it. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are walking in your favor. So we're going to do some chatting and talking as I cook here live. We're going to do some chatting and cooking as I cook here live. And I'm going to ask that you guys please share in the video. Just want to state that I am a licensed real estate broker, and this evening we'll be cooking homemade cornbread dressing. Homemade cornbread dressing. We're not cooking stuffing. I don't know how to do that. We low battery over here. I don't know how to do that, but we will be cooking homemade dressing. And so let's get off into it now. The first thing is we have the most amazing mix that I enjoy in cooking with, and that is the cornmeal mix, self-rising buttermilk cornmeal. So there's a mixture of that's already in here with flour and salt and baking soda, etc. However, I do add to this mix. So I do add to the mix. So we have this cornmeal mix. And then we have our flour. So we're making cornbread now. I have already cut up the Holy Trinity. And if anyone knows what Holy Trinity or don't know what Holy Trinity is, it is your bell peppers, and I love to build off of flavor. So I use the orange, and I use the yellow, and I use the green and a red bell pepper. I love to build off of that. And I cut up some green onions that's inside of my stock, okay? And then I cut fresh celery in with my stock. And I also added butter into my stock, and I added some clove garlic into the stock. When you cut up your onion. So I used a white onion as well. When you cut up your vegetables, and you lay them out in the bottom of your pan, you want to season them as well. So everything that I season, I use tonight turkey wings, fresh turkey wings, as my stock. So I'm getting the dribblings of that turkey wing down into my Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity again is your bell peppers. They are your celery, and they also are your onions. That's what they are. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. So awesome, 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 awesome. So, Donald. So anyway, let's get off into it. So we got the Holy Trinity already going. It's live on its own on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Not through Restrain.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And so I'm gonna give it 1 minute. I want to give it 1 minute because I want to make sure that all of Facebook could actually go in. So we're gonna do both. We're gonna do both. And so if you see where there's it's streaming at the top, and it's also I'm gonna be live on Facebook because I want to make sure that you all can get it, and that the feed does not become slow. So we have our cornmeal and we have our gold medal flour. Okay, so in order to make great cornbread dressing, you need cornmeal, you need your flour, you need salt, you need your baking powder, you need eggs, you need some sugar, and then we're going to do some cooking oil. And I also, Donald, need some, I'm going to use in this recipe, I'm going to use some buttermilk. So here we go. So I'm going to use some buttermilk. Okay. Make sure you like and share the video, like and share. Now, here's the thing. I apologize, but I allow my eyes, my nose, to actually give me the leverage of, knowing what to put inside of the cornbread. So I don't measure. I just kind of go along with it, and you go along with me as well. And ironically, it comes out great. The other thing is I actually use buttermilk as well. We got them both, Donald? Okay, so we actually got them both together as well. Again, guys, I'm giving you time. I don't want to go too fast. I want you to enjoy the video. I want you to take the time to be able to, write down, gather your notes. We got to have cornmeal. We have flour. We have baking powder. We have salt. And we have eggs, and I have some cooking oil. So we have both of them. Huh? We are? Okay. It's live? Okay. All right, great. So, awesome. Like and share. Who do we have tonight? Who do we have out there? Donald, my backroom guy, who do we have on tonight? Who do we have on tonight? I'm so glad you guys are able to join me. Thank you so much for coming in. It is much appreciated. Thank you.
So we have Alex Drainer Gab and
Alex
Nassar.
That's Narcissus. So wow. So those are both of my cousins. So Alex is my cousin, and Chris Carlisle is my cousin. And so I am so glad you guys are on. Thank you so much. Who else we got on? Is Key out there?
As of right now, I don't see Key.
Okay, so we're going to start. Okay, make sure you guys like and share. We're going to start. I'm just going to start making the homemade cornbread here. So I'm placing, that's 3. I did 4 spoons. I'm going to probably do, let me see what this will do. So here we go. So this is the cornbread mixture. I'm going to add a little bit more. And when you come from a big family, you can't help but to cook large, right? So if you're hosting Thanksgiving at your house, and you're having a lot of people, I think I'm at about 10 spoons right there, okay? And you're hosting for Thanksgiving, you have to make large quantities, right? So I just did about 8 to 10 large spoons of the cornmeal mix, right? But with the cornmeal mix, I still add more. It is live on regular, correct? Okay, great. All right. I don't want nobody to miss it. Okay, so then next, you will not do equal to what you put in the cornmeal. You won't do equal. So I did about 8 to 10, so I'm going to go 1, I'm going to go 2, I'm going to go 3, and I'm going to go 4. Okay, so then I'm going to put this to the side. I'm putting that to the side. And then I'm going to just gently mix this together. I don't want to make a mess here. Awesome. Next, here is my baking soda. So I'm just going to shake some. Not a whole lot, but some like that. Okay. As far as the salt is concerned, I'm just going to put a little salt like that. If you can see, just a little bit more like that. And that's the extent of the salt. And then you just take the cornmeal, and you're going to take the flour, the baking soda, and the salt that you just put in. Now, here is some sugar. Now, you don't want to make your dressing too sweet, but you do want to put some sugar in it to offset the baking soda and the salt. So let's get into it. While we're talking, one of the inspirations around cooking for me is it is so much that comes out at the table where, you sit and you discuss. We came from a family where we could not eat in our bedrooms. We had to sit at the counter, or I should say at the table, as a family to sit down and have dinner together. And when you sit down and you have dinner together, there's something magically happen. Conversations happen, and as we know that relationships are important, and because we have the internet today, we kind of lost focus on coming together to talk with one another about what's on our mind, right? And so, being the fact that this is November, it is a good time to reset and rethink, structure for yourself inside of your family, your goals or your admirations or whatever, So we would sit down, and in the discovery of eating, great conversations came out of talking. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some buttermilk. I totally love cooking with buttermilk. I love it. I love it. Love it. But with the buttermilk, I am also going to add about 2 cups, or maybe about 2 cups, maybe not really 2 cups. Let's see what it's going to do. So I'm adding some water to this cornbread. This is homemade cornbread dressing. Okay, we're going to go a little bit more than 2 cups. So we're going to probably do about 4 cups. So we'll do about, but anyway, if you will sit down and, grab your tablet or grab your notes within your phone, and let's look at goal setting tonight. I'm huge. It's huge for me. Goal setting is so huge for me. I look at my goals every day, and if you do not write it, it does not exist. I promise you, it doesn't exist. The Word of God tells us to write the vision and make it plain. We have to write it down in order to make it come to pass, because we have to put legs to our goals, right? If we do not put legs to our goals, what we have set ourselves up to hope that we succeed, to hope that we can be successful, to hope that I'm going to get that new job, to hope that I'm going to be able to live in my big dream house, to hope to live in luxury of driving whatever vehicle I want to drive, to hope to be able to pay off my children's tuition, to hope to leave a legacy for my family. We don't want to build unrealistic goals that does not make sense. And for sure, everything is possible. Anything is possible. All things are possible, right? We know that to him that believes. However, it does take more than just writing it. It takes action. It takes a plan. A plan of action just keeps us from failing, keeps us from being stagnated, keeps us from being a procrastinator. Okay. That's one thing. When I remember being a procrastinator at one point in my life, and I totally hated it. It was absurd, and it was for no reason other than the fact I was not holding myself accountable to my goals. However, I'm not perfect by far, but I do not have the same challenges year after year, month after month, week after week, and day after day because of the fact I failed to change or to implement something different. If you continue to do the same thing and expect, I'm about ready for the cooking oil in a minute, and expect a different result, that is the real true meaning of insanity. Again, if you continue to do the same thing, that means over and over and over and over again, and you expect a different result, that is the meaning of insanity. And that's why I said your goals are important. I want to lose 50 pounds. Okay. Set the goal. What are we going to do to get to the 50 pounds? I want to lose it too. Next, we are ready to put eggs in our cornbread mix. So here we go. So in this one, I'm going to use 4. And the eggs just simply makes the cornbread rise. That's the active ingredient in it for it to rise. So I'm going to stir these eggs in here like so. So again, I started with my cornmeal. I added some flour. I did the cornmeal mix, but again, I build off of the cornbread mix, and I'm adding my own additional things like my flour, baking powder, salt. And so you're just going to keep stirring these eggs. You don't need a blender. You just need to do it like so until it all mixes in there together, as you can see. Okay, as you can see, I just want to make sure everybody can see. Now, grab that, please. Everybody can see. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, you can set it down. You can set that down. And then next, what we're going to do is I'm going to bring my hot cooking oil. Once this is stirred up pretty good. So yeah, let's talk about what our goals are. And I don't know why I'm stuck there. For whatever reason, I just feel like it's a good conversation piece. Whether you're looking to, again, lose weight, or whether you're looking to buy a new home, or whether you're looking to invest. Do make is actually owning your own home first. That's your now I'm ready for my hot cooking oil. They ask me all the time about if I could buy a house. So this is hot cooking oil, and I just put a little bit in there. It's probably maybe about, a large ladle tablespoon or something like that. That's inside, that I put inside. So the cooking oil. So the cooking oil just allows for that mixture to be really mixed in there well and good. So anywho, I get a lot of questions about, if we're talking about setting goals, how do I buy my first piece of property, right? A lot of people don't know that you can buy a 2 to 4 unit building, and you can live in one of the units, and while living in one of the units, you can rent the other units out. And so what happens is you have created income for your property, and you do not have to pay your mortgage because you have others paying it for you. If you are renting, you are definitely paying a mortgage, and you're paying a very high mortgage because you're renting. Most people complicate the fact of home ownership for no reason at all, other than the fact they just don't realize how easy the process is. The process is as easy as you picking up the phone and calling, leaving here on this video, this live or DM inbox that, hey, I'm ready. Okay. And let me say, if you're looking to buy, ready doesn't have to mean I'm ready right now. And so ready simply means that that's exactly what that means. That's exactly what that means. All right. So yeah, you can own a home as a 2 to 4 unit. You can buy a 2 to 4 unit with a government product, which is an FHA mortgage. Okay. FHA mortgage. So say for instance, we found a 2 to 4 unit and it's $300,000, right? So you need 3.5% of $200,000, which is $6,500, and that is the amount of money that you need to show. I put an emphasis on showing right now because currently we're able to do a little bit more in the industry of helping individuals to purchase a home without even using really their money. However, you still need to show it, okay? So you have your down payment and you do have closing costs associated with it. But the good news is, while people are shouting, oh, the rates have went up from where they were. Okay. And that's what rates do. They go up, they go down, they go up and go down. And so when rates are down, they're down. But when they go up and when they go back down, you can refinance and you can get a better rate. However, right now, the market is super healthy for discounts. I mean, we're seeing price changes and price drops. However, this is the time where you can capitalize off of not buying your home overpriced, but you're actually buying your home at a good price, and closing costs can come into play. Well, what are closing costs? Assistance from the seller. It's when the seller literally, with an FHA mortgage, can give you up to 6%. I'm sorry. So up to 6%. So let's take the scenario. I'm ready for my pan. Let's take the scenario and just say, if a seller would give me, bring that up a little bit. If a seller would if a seller will allow for 6% closing costs, then what happens after that is I'm sorry, you can get $18,000 towards your down payment. Yeah, you can get $18,000 towards your down payment. You have to go around. $18,000 towards your closing costs and your prepaids can be used with seller concession, and some people call it seller concession. Now, I just put oil in the bottom of this pan, and now what I'm doing, I'm actually pouring my mixture. And you don't have to go crazy. It's not a cake. I'm pouring my mixture, and there we go. So next, the bottom of the 375. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this in the oven. And that is how you make homemade cornbread dressing. Okay, here you go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out what I did earlier in preparation of my Holy Trinity, my stock. Also, I have to tell you one more thing. What is so profound and so important is these. Your fresh vegetables and your fresh herbs is super amazing to cooking. It just adds a lot of flavor. It's just amazing. Lower 375. And then I'm going to bring out the top one. So then I'm going to bring out our bring out our baked turkey wings. Scoot it over to the left. Resume, put start. So I'm going to bring out our turkey wings that I use for our stock. And again, I use red, yellow, green. I use celery. I use butter. I use some garlic. I use green onions. And then I use my sage. And my poultry, fresh poultry, and rosemary. Super good. It already smells like Thanksgiving in here, people. Already good. So, I'm gonna take out the turkey wings now. We're gonna take that first oven, and we're gonna put this on 375. This is a cornbread dressing. We're gonna put that on 375 and put it up there. Let's see. Yep. You keep it on there just in case. So let's look at a 370. Let's look how our turkey wings are looking. This is super important process is when you're cooking the turkey wings. And I'm so excited tonight to be with you all. I'm super excited to be with you. I just need to find my, here we come. Be careful. Oh, you got to be super careful. Look what is coming out of the oven. Oh my God. Be really, really careful. Here comes. Be super careful. I got an assistant here that is helping me out to be super careful. Take your time and go all the way around if need be. Awesome. We're putting this up. We are done with all of that. Here you are. So here, wow. Can we bring the camera down just a little bit so everyone can see how this looks, please? Awesome. Bring it down just a little bit. This one here. I want you guys to see, and I know on Instagram you guys can definitely see, but I want you all to be able to see. There we go. Perfect. I want you to see how this actually turned. This is beautiful. So if you look, I made my turkey stock here, and I made my turkey stock simply with turkey wings. And so the bottom of these drippings or this stock is going to go into my cornbread dressing. Now, let's get back into it. So I'm going to tell you I need my, my basting tool. These look amazing, like super amazing and a tongue right there. Yeah. So this is, everybody knows this is the basting tool that you use for basting. So I'm just going to put some of this good stock. This is great stock. Inside of the stock, what I did is, as you see, and instead of throwing the head of your peppers, green, red, yellow, and orange peppers away, instead of doing that, what you want to do is put it on top of that when it's baking. And so that flavor just go all the way inside of there. This is awesome. So
hey, Matricia, real quick, we have one quick question about your dressing ingredients.
Sure.
So if you give me one question, I'll go ahead and throw it up on the screen.
Okay.
So you can answer it.
Who has the question? That's right. Come on in and ask me any questions that you may have. Any questions you may have.
So the question is from Robin.
Yeah. Great. She said all-purpose flour or stuffed rising flour. Very good. So, Robin, you are listening. I love it. So this flour here that I have is just all-purpose. It's not self-rising. I have used self-rising flour before. However, that's one of the reasons why that I add more baking soda and I add more baking soda, flour, and salt to the mix. So yeah, that's a good question, Robin. So no, in this particular recipe, it is not. This is actually only. It's not self-rising. So yeah, it's not self-rising. So that's really good. But how about these turkey wings? Like, do they look super freaking amazing or what? Like, who else got questions while we here? Who else? This is Kitchen and Convo with Matricia. And who else had a question? Now, the herbs, let me tell you the good news. Like right now, You can get these herbs and I would go buy them. I bought these from Myers. And these are very expensive. Normally they're about $3.99 a pack. Well, I was able to get them. I think I got them. Oh my God, they was very, very cheap. I want to say, that was dirt cheap. Maybe they were a little bit more than $3.99. Anyway, I got them and they were on sale. So you want to go and get them. And as far as your red and your yellow peppers and your green peppers, Myers right now have these 7 for $7. You can literally take these, cut them up if you like. I'm just old school. I like cutting my stuff up. But I do have a food processor as well. You can cut this stuff up now. Get the deals while they're on sale. And you can actually put them in the freezer. And if you would like. And so, bam. You know, these are normal. These are very, very expensive. Especially the color ones. So look how great this looks. Do we have any more questions around? I'm gonna turn this turkey wing just so, okay. And I'm gonna put it back in maybe for a couple more minutes just for it to brown. I'm just basting this. But look at that chicken stock there. This looks amazing. I mean, it looks amazing. Yes, it looks amazing. Any other questions? Someone else have any other questions? Any other questions that you have around cornbread dressing? Any other questions? This looks really, really good. So with what's one of the most important things as far as making, your chicken wing color pop is your actual butter. So your butter is your browning. That helps with browning. Got another question? Just to be clear, it's baking soda and not baking powder. Just to be clear, it is baking powder. Did I say baking soda? I am sorry. Did I say that? Cousin, I'm sorry. No, it's baking powder. Nope, it is baking powder, just to be clear. You got it, Alex. Thank you. Anyone else have any more questions so far? Any more questions so far? So this looks super made. And you know what? I generally do not have the patience for this. I usually take my spoon, my big spoon, and I'll tell you what I do is I just baste it. So this is just almost about ready. It's the only thing is going back in the oven for is browning. Turkey leg, turkey. Yeah, so I use turkey wings in here, Robin. This time I use turkey wings. And not only does it look good, it smells like super good. Now, here's the next thing. So while they go in, let's talk about the next thing. And I'm going to have my assistant come back and get that. Super important to your dressing. Super important to your dressing. We're going to put this in, put that on the bottom rack. This here, cream of chicken, is super one of the must-haves inside of your dressing. So along with all of this great stuff here that you see, all of this, all of your vegetables, all of your fresh herbs, all of that, our next thing is cream of chicken. Cream of chicken is a must to have inside of your dressing. It is a must. And as far as seasoning, let me say, I don't season my food to be salty because season doesn't mean flavor. Season, salt is salt, right? So what I do is I build on flavor. And I build on flavor by using your fresh bell peppers and onions, green onions, and your celery. You can use this for any type of meat. So any type of meat, you can absolutely use this with and use this for. And sometimes, like if I'm doing my turkey, sometimes I'll just do this here too. Take my butter and I'll go just like this. That will actually help activate the browning process a little bit more. You can tell that's stuck in there. They're ready, but I like them to look cute too. So you could take this here, and so that's just gonna go back in for browning purposes. So again, salt does not mean flavor. Salt means salt. So you want to make sure that you're building on flavor. Now, so when the cornbread will be done, that cornbread is probably, what do we have that on? $3.75. We have it on $3.75. So in my dressing, along with the cream of chicken, I use the onion powder. I love ground black pepper. Love that. I use garlic powder inside of when I season my turkey wings. I season with that, but I also use crushed red pepper. Along with that, I also use um, I put some paprika as well on there and some garlic powder. So yeah, okay. Again, don't forget this. So we're gonna get off into when we get off into the mixing of it. And let me tell you, my family is so happy. They're so happy because and I just kind of bend down some because I want to make sure the cat. But my family is so happy that I'm cooking because no, you don't have to move it. My family is so happy that I'm cooking because they get a chance to eat. They're like, oh my God, mom is cooking, or my wife is cooking today, and they're like, oh, what else are we gonna have with that dressing? So they're gonna have the turkey wing, they're gonna have the dressing, and they're gonna have some string beans as well for dinner. So they can't wait to taste it. Again, also make sure you get this now. Your cranberry sauce is super, super, super essential to your side for your actual dressing. It's super essential for your side for your dressing. Okay. So come on, ask me more questions. Okay. This is a must-have. This is on sale at Pete's. I love McCormick seasonings. I just do. Your poultry and sage. So when you season your turkey or your turkey parts, some people they use the turkey stock from the turkey. Today I'm using the turkey wings that I made, and I created the stock with the turkey wings. Your sage and your poultry season is like super important to your actual dressing. And I bought some fresh sage. If you want to just drive them crazy for Thanksgiving with this cornbread dressing, this is definitely the recipe. But what's going to be nuts is not drying your dressing out. Dry dressing is horrible for me. I don't like dry dressing. I like the dressing to be rich, and I like it to be moist. And in order for it to be moist, in order for it to be rich, is the key is your actual stock consistency of your cornbread. So cornbread is the basis of great dressing. What questions we have out there? What do we have out there? Before I pick up and I go back, you got me. And we're talking, we're having conversation around the kitchen. Who else have a question? Let's go. Who else have a question? Who else? Any other questions? What's okay? Did you add salt to your homemade broth or only herbs and vegetables? I love that question, Robin. So, thank you. These are great, amazing questions. So when you lay your vegetables, when you chop them up, and I did not chop these vegetables up. I didn't dice them. I just, I just sliced each pepper. I sliced each onion because you don't have to do all of that chopping. Because if you let it cook inside of your broth, into your water, your broth and stuff, it's gonna break up anyway. It'll break up anyway. So what I did, Robin, is whenever I do vegetables, you want to season your vegetables. So seasoning your vegetables are super important, just as it is seasoning your meat. So your vegetables have that seasoning. You're not over seasoning. So you're seasoning, with your favorite spices. Some people use allspice. I love Lawry's. I'm a Lawry's person. I love it so much. So I use Lawry's. I use onion powder. I use garlic powder. I use paprika. I love, and when you actually season those vegetables, now that vegetable, when it does go inside of our cornbread dressing, you really probably don't have much seasoning to do once that cornbread actually comes out the oven. You don't have much to do at all, because now you've seasoned your vegetable. Your meat is already seasoned. You may do a little more, but not a lot. But that's a great question. I absolutely season my vegetables. What else was to that question that Robin asked? Was that the only thing? I like rich things too. LOL. I know. Absolutely. So while we waiting, let's keep on talking. Good thing I'll be there tomorrow for leftovers. Oh my God. Courtney, you don't like leftovers like that. You like the food like right now. No, I'm just joking. But Courtney does love the leftovers. I had the opportunity, guys, of hosting here on Sunday for my family for Soulful Sundays. And one of the things I did share with you guys the food that I had made, homemade. But what I meant to share with you all after that, I meant to share how empty the pans were. There was absolutely, positively no food left for leftovers. So just to let you guys know that. Any additional questions around the cornbread dressing? Because in a minute, we're gonna be ready to bring it out. So dressing. So cornbread could cook for like 25 to 30 minutes. It does not take a long time for cornbread to cook. You're cooking it on a 375 temperature. And if you have like a confectioner's oven, it actually, the heat circulates, and it just depends on what day of the week it is when the oven just really does its own thing. So I'm so excited about this recipe. Now, the other thing so let me ask you guys, who's hosting? Are you hosting at your house? If you're hosting at your house, let me hear from you guys on some of the favorite dishes that you are having or you're bringing to maybe a family member's house. What is your soul food dish? What's your favorite dish? What's your favorite dish that you want to see Matricia actually come back in the kitchen for Convo on? It's all about you all. It's about having a good time. It's about connecting. And really, to be honest, it's getting us away from all the trinkets, and we get a chance to sit here and chop it up and talk about goals around food and be prepared for the holidays. So let's hear it. Any appetizers that anybody have around the holidays that you want to share with? Any additional food items, let me say your holiday faves. Let's hear it from you. Who have some? Okay, I'm not hosting. This is Robin, but I'm in charge of cooking the turkey. Okay, Robin, now with your turkey, that's awesome. Now, Robin, let me ask you, what's your process of cooking your turkey? Do you brine your turkey first, or, what's your season? Do you marinate it overnight? Are you injecting your turkey? Are you frying your turkey? Or are you grilling your turkey? Because there's so many ways that we can be creative with turkey. And then I got something else to tell you all that's really exciting about a hot item on the holiday list. So what is it, Robin? She brine it. Okay. She brine. Now, is it sugar brine? It's kosher salt mix. What are you brining with? Donald got Thanksgiving. There's 2 words. Wow. Oh my God, Tavasha, I love you. Mac and cheese. I need a good one. I got you, Tavasha. I don't know if anyone is on here. Cheryl on here, someone. Courtney. So, Tavasha, I got you on the mac and cheese recipe. I'm thinking that we should do the mac and cheese recipe next week. I got you on that. And I'm telling you, it's a real winner. Now, let me tell you what to do to prepare for that. Get some sharp cheddar cheese. It's on sale right now at Myers. I think it's 2 for $7. Yeah, 2 for $7. So I bought it last night. Get the sharp cheddar cheese and get Kobe. Now, depending if you're making a pan this big, go ahead and get about 4 blocks of each, right? If you're making a pan this big, two blocks of each is good. So that's good. So get that. And then I'm going to also share with you all what else is going to be in that macaroni and cheese. I got you on that, Tavasha. Who else? What else do you want to see me cook? It's salt-based. Okay, so Robin's brine for her turkey is salt-based. So I know some people get the big Home Depot buckets and they put the turkey in there and they let it brine sometimes overnight. sometimes for 6 to 8 hours. So I'm so excited, Robin. I want you to take a picture and share with me how that turkey actually come out. Who else? Thanksgiving is like right around the corner. Cajun fried turkey. Oh, don't listen. Don't threaten me with a good time in this kitchen, because I will no problem. So there's a Facebook user that says Cajun fried turkey. Now, are you bringing Cajun fried turkey, or are you wanting me to cook Cajun fried turkey? Is that your dish that you're bringing to your family house? Donald, Thanksgiving is one word. I don't want nobody to think, look, we do know sometimes the spell check will spell things differently. So what are some of the dishes that you guys bring in for Thanksgiving? The user said Cajun. So I'm wondering, are you making a Cajun turkey? I would love to know what's in that recipe. Sound like some Nolans there. Okay. This is Carla. Is it my friend Carla? I don't know why your name isn't short. Is this Carla Waters? Is it Carla Waters? I should say Droid. Droid, I forgot you married now. I don't want to be disrespectful to the new husband. Okay, so she says she's frying it. So she's frying a Cajun turkey. I would love to see that. I've never had Cajun turkey before. I would absolutely love to see it. So go ahead. What else do we have? Who else is hosting, right? Who else is hosting for Thanksgiving, and what are some of the dishes that you guys are gonna make? I'm hearing turkey. Okay, I want to do lamb chops. Okay, Alexandria said I want to do lamb chops on the grill or something. Do you have any lamb chops recipe? I absolutely do. First of all, lamb chops are my favorite. So I love rack of lamb. Rack of lamb is such an amazing chop. It's really good. So when you do a rack of lamb, here's the thing about meat, guys. Whether it's lamb or whether it's chicken, whether it's beef, whether it's pork, you can just be so creative with taste. So you don't even have to really get locked in on, okay, well, it just needs to be this way. So when it comes to rack of lamb, though, rack of lamb, rosemary is your friend. Rosemary is your friend. And when you're seasoning your lamb, because if you got the rack of lamb, and it reminds you of a rib, kind of. And so what I would do is I will take my bases. Some people do all spice seasoning. I love Lawry's. I'm sorry. Onion powder, garlic powder. Those are my bases. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you massage that into your meat. But I would use rosemary. Is definitely your friend. All of your herbs, rosemary. You can put oregano on your lamb. Super delicious. Now, when you grill it, so if I was you, I would marinate it just like that. I would season it. I'll put it in the oven. Then you're gonna take some olive oil. And you're going to, when you see, just like when you put baby oil on your body, I don't know who all use baby oil lotion, you just don't put the lotion on top of your skin. You actually massage it into your skin. That's what you should do with your meat. What happens is, a lot of times when people's like, oh my God, I put this on the grill and it burnt. It burnt because you did not massage your seasonings into the meat. And the better rule of thumb is to actually season and massage and let it marinate for some time. It doesn't have to be overnight. You can actually put a top on it, do it for an hour or two. And lamb is super easy to make. So if you're deciding to grill, that lamb should only be on the grill for about max 20 minutes to 25, depending on if you like it rare, medium rare, or all the way done. However, it should be smoked as much as you can. So the process of cooking meat, any meat that turns out delicious, is slow. If you slowly put your roast, your lamb, your chicken, your turkey, if you do a slow cooking, I know we live in a fast world, but if you took the crock pot and you put that on very, very low, that crock pot is your friend. So you can set it And so let's talk about a lamb. If you do not decide to grill, let's just say you don't want to grill. I want to find another way to do the lamb. You can literally take your crock pot. You're going to season like I suggested that you did. And so when you do that, you're going to take your flour, take a little oil at the bottom of it, just a tad bit, because your lamb chop makes oil, right? And just season it a little bit. You can use onion powder. It's amazing. But make sure you watch the salt on your lamb, because you don't want to make it too salty. So you lay that flat, put your little onion powder on there, your onions, your bell peppers, and put it on low. I wouldn't put any water in it. I would just let it go with the juices. It will turn out amazing. Who else? Okay, watching sis. Okay, I'm watching sis and shopping. Yay! All right, guys. Vasha, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, guys, and share this live while we're together tonight. Okay, inject with Cajun butter and season. Okay, so we're back to Carla says she's going to inject her turkey with Cajun butter and season with Cajun seasoning and fry it in peanut oil. Okay, and what's the process like? How long does it take to fry that big old turkey? And while you're doing it, I'm checking on our cornbread. Come on, Donald. How long does it take? You guys are, I love this interaction. Let's talk more. I need to see some more dishes. Where are we? Okay, we are almost ready. Open up the other one. Let's see how our turkey wings. Just pull it out just a little bit. What else we have? What else we have? Just see how it looks. Okay, almost. Here you go. How else are we looking? Come on, guys. Who else is bringing what? Okay, let's go here. What's the favorite drinks? Let's the favorite holiday drinks, because after I do the cooking, we definitely going to be talking about some holiday drinks. So where are we? I want to know some food. I haven't heard of a vegetable yet. Where are we? Pull it out a little bit and shake a little bit down on there for me. Be careful. Pull it out and shake it over to me. I'm hearing turkey. I'm hearing lamb chops. I've not heard of any starters yet. I've not heard of, you can be a little heavy on it. I've not heard of any vegetables yet. Where are we? Why does that say 275? Where are we, guys? That's good. Yeah. You can. Where are we? I'm loving the interaction. I'm loving the fact that we're talking about Thanksgiving. I am a licensed real estate broker. I've opened my kitchen because I totally love to cook. And I love to share it. So we're going to be talking about all these great recipes in preparation of the holiday. So I got mean greens on lock. Know that. So, I'm just surprised that no one said mean greens as of yet. Is that the temperature at the top there? Just slide it. Just slide it over. Slide it over over to the left. To the left. Yep. Over to the left. To the left. To the left. Keep going to the left. Hey, I haven't heard any vegetables yet or anything, guys. Come on, Instagram. Where you guys at? Go to 400. Where are you? Yeah. Hey. Awesome. So when I left off on the story, right, of how can a seller contribute in, right now everybody says, oh my God, real estate, their interest rates are like way up. They're super, they way up there. Well, they are not. We are experiencing what you call a market correction, and it's correcting people from bidding, crazy on properties that is not at that value. So, we just came out of a season of real estate where people were literally bidding $60,000 to $80,000 to $100,000 over. That's crazy. So I don't do. Okay. So Wendy, Hey, Wendy, you so sweet. So Wendy said, I don't do home, so I cook cornbread. Oh, she don't do ham. I'm sorry. I thought it said ham. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't do ham, so I cook corned beef. Yes. And put the pineapple glaze and pineapples on the top. Oh, my God. Now, Wendy, love it. My mom used to cook her corned beef, and she would use a brown sugar glaze for her corned beef. So that's interesting. So you're doing corned beef for your meat for Thanksgiving. I like that. pineapple glaze. So is your pineapple glaze brown sugar based, or how are you making that pineapple glaze? I would love to taste that. Wow, that's a good one. Corned beef. Hey, for Thanksgiving, I love it. She said yes, it's brown sugar. Okay, all right, Wendy, you can cook. What else you got? You're not just cooking. I know corned beef. What other side items do you have? Are you cooking? Oh, somebody say, I wish, why can't I see this name? I apologize. Facebook used to homemade sangria. Oh my God. All right. That's Carla. So Carla is we went to school together. So Carla, the homemade sangria, what's in it? Just like, is it a spice? Rum like sangria? Like what's in that sangria? So are you making a white sangria, a red sangria? How are you making that sangria? How are you making it? Your greens, Jesus. Somebody saying greens. Hey, Earthly Girl. I love it. I'm on Instagram too. I'm on live on Instagram. Hey, Aaliyah. Aaliyah is my massage therapist who introduced me to taking care of myself some years back. I want to say Aaliyah's been, it definitely was 2012. Yeah, it was 2012. I didn't even know that. I thought massages was really like, oh, okay, girl, I am getting ready to go and, get me this massage. I thought it was just a thing. And I was like, okay, I don't have time for that experience until she touched me. So, hey, Aaliyah, she touched me and realized it changed my life. Literally. So awesome. Thank you, Aaliyah. Leah, you have had the mean greens. Brandy with red wines and fresh brandy. Really? With red wines and fresh fruit. That's a different one. I've never had the sangria with the brandy base and with red wines and fresh fruit. Wow. I bet you that's good. I would love to taste that. All right, guys. What else we making? Instagram, you guys are out there. I don't see anybody typing on what you're making. I want to do a nice eggnog with cinnamon whiskey. Whoa. Eggnog with cinnamon whiskey. So let me ask you, cousin Alexandria, have you ever made that? Or you just kind of saw it and like, okay, I like it, What do you think? Have you ever made it? And listen, while she's answering, let me say this. So I know in preparation of the holidays, it can just get very, very stressful and overwhelming. I feel like right now we actually have a good amount of time to prepare for Thanksgiving. So here's some tips I want to tell you as if you are hosting. Leverage getting someone else to do the housework. And then establish so you won't be overwhelmed. That way you can enjoy yourself. So if you're doing most of the cooking and all of the cooking, get someone and say, you know what, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to bring someone in to do all the cleaning so I can finish cooking and look cute. No, I haven't made it, but I think it would be great with a nice smooth eggnog. I agree. And you know what? With that whiskey, I'll tell you what else would be good with that. That would be really sexy to have a piece of cake with it. Now, my favorite cakes is they are red velvet cake, and I'm not sure if you guys have thought about it today in preparation of this live. I thought about doing. I totally love it. Please come back to me. A rum cake. Rum cake is so amazing. It's off the chain. I love it. Let's check that cornbread. I think we're ready, guys. So that's good, cousin. If you do that, you need to come over to my house and make it. I'll drink some of that, which I would love to taste it. I bet you that would be like super, super good. I have some at my party. I'll have some at my party. What party? I didn't know anything about a party. I didn't get the invitation. Isn't that terrible? They put you on the spot at we're almost there. A little bit more. Yeah. I'll have some. Oh, no. That's Carla. Carla's gonna have some of that. Yep, come on with the turkey one. Carla, I cannot wait. I think it's November the 20th. Don't get me to telling the story. I'm super excited about your 50th. I'm super excited. Now check this out, guys. What's coming out the oven right now? You're seeing it. You've seen it right here on TV. Look how amazing. Okay, I need for them to see it, and I need that move so that they can see how this looks. Oh my gosh. So look at this, guys. Oh, if we could twist this one around just a little bit, just the base of it. I want Instagram to see how, oh gosh. Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit more. Yep. Oh my God, look how amazing that look. And oh my goodness, just super amazing. Check those out. Yes. Okay, put that down and I want them to see it right here. So look, guys, here. Look at move that the Facebook user thing right there for me so they can see.
Okay.
All right, look how these turned out. I mean, insanely. Now check it out. Look at this. Look at this. Now this is the depth. This is how you want your turkey wings to look. We just sat here and they are ready. I mean, they're totally ready. They're pretty and they're brown. You see this? And all I'm doing is just adding a little juice to it. But this rack, let me tell you where I got this cute black rack at. I'm not going to even front. I don't care what nobody says. But Beldies and all of their wonderful gadgets and stuff, you're missing out. I'm telling you, missing out. So look, check this out. This is like super delicious. Hey, I mean, look how golden brown this is, and look at this. It's just fantastic. Love it. So, I mean, totally love it. I'm gonna move this out the way a little bit. So, we're gonna get into. We're gonna whip this cornbread up with this stock. This is how you make stock. Let me tell you. Raise it up a little bit, Donald, so I can see them. Let me say this. I get it. Some people do use store-bought. That's great. They use store-bought stock. It is, you have to be careful, right? I want you to be careful. It has a lot of sodium in it. It has a lot of sodium in it. And so you want to be careful. I don't want anybody having high blood pressure or anything because you didn't realize that, you didn't read the back of it or whatever. And so, hey, this is ready, guys. This is ready to go. The cornbread is coming back out in like 5 minutes. So let's chop it up. Super excited about your party, Carla. Super excited about it. Okay. Someone else, what else are you bringing to Thanksgiving? Who's hosting? What's a favorite drink that we should put on the table? What other items should we have? I did not hear any vegetables yet. Tell me what your favorite vegetables are. Let's get off into that. What do you like what do you like on your plate for Thanksgiving? Okay, what do you like on your plate for Thanksgiving? This is off the chain. Look how beautiful that looks. Didn't this look great? What are some great desserts you plan to make for Thanksgiving? What do you like on your plate, though? What is it? Okay, on my plate, I love greens. I like a little macaroni. Okay, I love fresh string beans. I make, if I don't do, Brussels sprouts. Love those. Robin, you make great Brussels sprouts? I would love to have those. But here's the thing about Brussels sprouts. If you're making Brussels sprouts, like in the oven or you're just searing them in a pan, the hardest thing is to stop eating them before they hit your plate. They're so delicious. Robin, are you putting big bacon bits on top of your Brussels sprouts? Like, how are you doing that? What does it look like? This is awesome. You guys see that? This is awesome. This looks amazing. Check it out. Man, look at that. Ooh, ooh. That cornbread is gonna come out. I'm getting ready to open up my cream of chicken. I'm getting ready to open this. So my cream of chicken, guys, okay? And then this, if you can see, I was telling you, I'm sorry. So this cooking pan is super awesome. So it has a rack, and I'm gonna show you. This is beautiful. I'm telling you where I got it from. Go and get one. It was very inexpensive, but it's super nice. Check it out. So you can take your turkey wings off of that, and look at the bottom end. So all of that is your turkey stock. Look, you see the pepper hanging up. But this amazing pan, I got it from Aldi. Aldi has some wonderful things. I mean, wonderful. Number one, I love their fruits and vegetables there. They stand by their meats. I know back in the day I hated all these because it was like, okay, I just couldn't get with all of the no-name stuff. And that's, I was like that because I had grown up like that. And but today, oh yeah, I've bought so many wonderful dishes, gadgets, and all sorts of things. All these sale for a great price, right? For a great price. So doesn't this look great? Awesome. Yes, I do. They always ask me for, it's been bacon or piccata. Really? I've never had that. Oh my! I have to. You have to introduce me to that. Now, that's a new one for me, Robin. I've never, ever, ever. Okay, I know I'm not crazy. I've never, ever, ever had that. But isn't this amazing? This black pan. Okay, I'm done braising. I'm done braising the turkey wing. Let's see. Are we ready? Okay, let's bring that on out. So anyway, here's the good news. Now, if you were going to continue to, that should be ready. Let me get you. We're gonna do what Mama used to do before it comes out. Hold on. We're gonna stick a knife, and we're gonna make sure it's ready. So let's see. So I have my helper here. Oh my God, it is ready. So I'm gonna move all of this over. 1 second, guys. I'm moving stuff out the way that we don't need. That we do not need. Alrighty. And I'm going to put our turkey wings right here. And hold on. I got to protect my counters. Go ahead. We're going to put that on the Lazy Susie. Check it out. Now, if you wanted to brown a little bit more, you could. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Check out our cornbread. This is great cornbread. It doesn't matter if you have it browned a little bit or a lot of it. The main thing is it's done. So I'm going to share with you. I need my spatula. Give me my long spatula, please. I just want to give them a look. See, you guys are, I love you all. You guys are hanging in here for this. Like, hey. All right. Here we go. So, the pan is hot, so you be real careful, but check it out. Here is your cornbread. Okay? Check this out. This is your cornbread, and it's super hot. It doesn't matter. You do not need it for it to cool off, but this is what your cornbread is going to look like. Okay? This is exactly how it's going to look. Now, not yet. Now, we're going to get off into it. Okay? So, I did want to taste the piece of cornbread. I did. You want to taste a piece of cornbread? So, Donald, come to the camera and come over here. Donald said he wants to taste a piece of cornbread, so I'm tasting it.
Oh, yeah.
Put me up a little bit. Okay, guys. What do you think about the cornbread? What do you think about the cornbread? Did I get this picture?
Yeah, I'll come take it.
What do you guys think about cornbread? It is ready. Where are you? Check it out. What? This cornbread is off the chain. Look at that cornbread. With the turkey wings off. And I am going to put it on top of another Lazy Susie. We're going to move this out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and... Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to take these out. And I'm just going to let them just sit in the juice. That's perfect. Look at that. Ooh. You guys, we are in the kitchen doing it. And I'm just going to take... Look how... Oh, that looks so beautiful. I'm going to take my rack and I'm going to go ahead and just sit it over here. All right. Now, where is my other spoon? Can you give me 2 spoons over there, Donald? What we're going to do is we're going to get off into this now. Here's where your richness is going to come in. Take your butter. Take you a stick of butter and put it over here in your cornbread. It doesn't matter. Both of them. All right. And I'm just putting that on top, just like this. Are y'all listening? Are you guys with me? Are they with me? Okay. You guys with me? Are we with one another? All righty, here we go. Here's the cornbread. Here we go. Definitely want to do asparagus with lamb. I love dressing, candy yams, baked mac and cheese. Okay, Donald. Ask them, do they see how wonderful this hot, look at this. This is homemade cornbread. And for whatever reason, they can't see me on the other live. It's too far up. But here on Instagram, you guys can see a honeybee tagged you. Okay, thank you. I need you, Donna. Get down, girl. Who is that? Thank you. Check it. Check me out, okay? Donna here, come grab these pictures real fast. Check this out. So this is it. This is your cornbread dressing, all right? These pictures real quick. I know you're working. Just bring your computer in here. All right, so here we go. We are now ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little of our stock. I'm going to take a little of our stock. Let me get my towels together. Over here, they can't really see the consistency of what I'm doing down over here. All right, guys, I'm going to take the consistency of my stock. You see right here. Come look over here for me.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Okay, no, don't hold it up. I just want them to be able to see. Are they going to be able to see it? All right, here we go. Let me move my pan back just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so we're going to take some of this chicken stock and we're going just like that. Now, before you pour the rest of it in there, we want to see what that consistency look like. Now, remember I told you guys about these amazing off-the-chain vegetables I have in here? Bell peppers and all that. I'm taking that and I'm putting it over here. Take some of that out and put it over here. And it doesn't matter. I did not take the time to chop all of this up. It was no need for me to chop it up. Why? Because it's soft. It's cooked already. So you don't have to do double work. So that's what I did. Okay, so I'm adding some of my Holy Trinity to this. All right, and then before you actually, I need my ladle. Before you actually put anything else in here, let's just see what the consistency looks like. They can't see. Let's just see what the consistency actually looks like. Okay. You guys see that? Remove that so they can see them. The words are in the way. So let's not do words for a minute. All right. I want you guys to be able to see. You move my name too for a minute, if you could. Could it go to the other side? All right. So this is the consistency so far of that. It's not my favorite spoon. I need my bigger spoon. Okay. I still got some on the side of my cornbread. And bear with me. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Because if you can see, we don't want it really doughy. So you see how that comes together, all of those peppers, the herbs. I mean, it looks great. I'm sorry. Yeah. Put this on top of here. The whole thing. Just lift the whole thing up. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. Good. That's right there. All right, guys. You guys see? Great. Uh-oh. All righty. You need to change course over there. Okay, so here we go. So you remember you got cornbread here on the side. Now, I just use this pan to go ahead and mix everything in here. As you can see, I'm going to add some more stock. I'm going to add some more stock to it. Okay? I'm going to add some more stock. Actually, I want to sit this a little flatter on my other pan. That's okay. Okay. I'm going to stop right there so you can see. This they cannot see. I still can't see. It's got me. Look at that. Super awesome. You see that, guys? Hey, I need to hear from you. How we doing out there? How are we doing? All right, and before I add any salt or anything, I'm taking a spoon that I would not use again, and I promise you, oh my goodness, it is off the chain. So I'm taking my cream on. Some people like cream of celery. I do cream of celery. I do cream of chicken. The main thing is cream of. It's super rich. So I like adding 2 to it. I do celery. I do cream of chicken. I do both. I do both. All right. Now, this cornbread dressing is so fire, guys. I promise you. This is all you do. Is anybody on that one? I cannot see. Okay, here we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at this. This is insane. Insane. Now, you're going to take your poultry seasoning. Okay, go that way. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. So you're going to take your poultry seasoning. Okay. Wow. This is amazing. Now, they're not going to eat all this dressing tonight, just to let you know. It's not going to be eaten tonight. I wish this could be on. I really do. You guys see this? Look at this. Look. Check it out. Look at this dressing. Yep. Check it out. Look at that dressing. Look at those turkey wings. I mean, it's insane. Look. Okay. And I just keep stirring it. Are we here? Where are we? I'm going to put a little bit more of the turkey stock in there, and I promise you, this is it. This dish is a wrap. I will. Oh, my gosh. So this is what I'm going to do, Robin. It seems like the video is catching up to where I am. That's what it says. So check it out. That cornbread was super good. Now, guys, I want you to see the consistency of this. Yes, you see that? Check this out. Ooh-wee. Look at that dressing. This is what you call homemade dressing. Right here. Homemade dressing. Homemade cornbread dressing. I don't know anything about stuffing. I've never cooked stuffing before. And for those of you who can cook stuffing, great. I'm on it, sister. You need to ship me some. I'll pay for it. You on it, sister? Hey, sister. That's my sister Jane. Hey, boo, check it out, guys. The cornbread got ready. We got some more of the Holy Trinity in here. And again, remember I told you, I did not dice these up. It was no need to be dicing up anything. Like for what? Because it's going to be mixed into the dressing. And you want that anyway. You do not want people crunching on whatever, right? So this is like spectacular. I didn't even have to add, I don't have to add any more salt. I literally season my turkey wings. I season my vegetables. And as soon as when I finish that up, I put it in the oven. I put 2 sticks of butter inside of my stock mix. And voila, that's it. This is it. Any questions, guys? What else you want to know? This dish is done. And so what happens is, say for instance, you pan this up. So here's my recommendation. If you're cooking dressing for the holiday and you're making it the night before, don't brown it. Just mix it up like so. Make up your cornbread. Use your chicken stock. do this like I just showed you here. Take care of that. When you do your chicken stock, then you can take this. You can put it in a freezer. Because some of this is gonna go in the freezer. They will not eat all of this tonight. So some of this is, you guys are helping me get ahead of my Thanksgiving dinner. But if you're hosting Thanksgiving, I hope I didn't say Christmas, but if you're hosting Thanksgiving and you're cooking this dressing, what's so dynamic about it is the seasons will continue to marry. The seasons will continue to marry. You did not see me add any more salt to this because it doesn't need it. It doesn't need anything else. It is so good. As a matter of fact, and so there's nothing inside of here that isn't done. So Donald, come on, taste this dressing. Say nothing but a word. He said I didn't say nothing but a word. So do it in front of the camera and show him. Don't do it over my food, though. You know that.
All right, guys, here we go.
Is it missing anything?
No.
Okay. Wow.
Just some cranberry sauce.
Just some cranberry sauce. So you can take this, put it in the freezer, put it in the refrigerator. Continue, so it can marry. Now, if you got some more stock here left, right? Remove that so they can see the stock. Do you add meat to your dressing like giblets or meat from the wings? So, great question, Robin. So, the answer to your question is, if I'm doing a turkey, I take the giblets, I take that pack out. I have done gizzards and livers, but most people don't like it in the dressing. So what I do is I make the dressing to be a standalone. Sometimes, every once in a while, I may put a wing or whatever on the side of it. But most of the times when I'm hosting for the holiday, the turkey is separate, or the wings are separate, and I'll just have a pan of great dressing, and they'll get their meat. Now, here is another pointer to this dressing. So what I was going to say is, this is a great consistency of dressing. The rest of your stock here, save that. You can put that in a jar. Save it so because do not brown it before you serve it. If you brown it before you serve it, it can dry out. And if you put it, because you're going to have to put it back in the oven for it to warm up. So you don't want to shock your dressing. You want this to keep marrying, the flavors to keep marrying and marry each other. And then the additional stock, the next morning when you put it in a pan, you just put it in a pan. And you're going to pour the remaining of that stock inside of it, and then you will stir it. And then you're going to put it in the oven on 375. That's it. 375 for about, let's say 20-25 minutes, just for browning purposes only. Before you put it in the oven, though, you do want to, where's mine? It's around here somewhere. You want to use your paprika. So there it is. So you want to use your paprika to actually brown the dressing. So again, this is ready. I'm going to take part of it out and put it up for inside of the freezer for Thanksgiving. And then I'm going to brown the rest tonight, and they're going to have it with some turkey wings dressing. Now, here is, if you really want to be thebomb.com when it comes down to the dressing recipe, brown some gravy. It's simple. I'm going to tell you real quick what to do. You're going to take some cooking oil or olive oil, either one. And if you take butter, you don't want to take the butter and it burns. So you got to watch it. If you do butter, put it on a real, real low fire. Take some sprinkles of flour. Let it bubble. Cut some onions on top of it, or put if you're making a big batch, half a package of your Lipton onion mix. If you want to add bell peppers or any other vegetables to that gravy, put it in there while it's bubbling. Once you see it bubbling, do it on a low fire. So let the oil heat up first. Sprinkle a little flour. You see where it's reacting to the oil. Then you want to sprinkle the rest of the flour. Put your vegetables in there. Put a little seasoning, not a lot. Remember, this is seasoned tough, so you don't have to put salt and all that. I would just say onion powder and black pepper. And if you use the onion mix package, just a little bit of it. You don't even have to use half of it. Let that continue to bubble. then you could have, if you had some more stock left, you could put that stock inside of that, and then it starts turning to gravy. And yes, your gravy that goes on top of your dressing. Any questions tonight, guys? Any questions? You know you guys can send stars now, too. These are great recipes. You can send stars for 99 cents. It allows me to keep bringing you guys all of these great recipes and to give back and give away. What other questions do you guys have? I mean, we just, you guys just got the hook. When I tell you the hookup, this is the hookup, baby. Oh, yes, it would be even better the next day. So the ingredients get to know, yes. So the ingredients absolutely get to know one another. They marry. And again, all of that fine chopping that you think you need to do, you do not need to do that. You don't need to do that. You absolutely don't need to do that. All you need to do is cut it up, put your water consistency in the bottom pan. You're done. This is done. This is just straight up goodness. This is absolutely the bomb. Any questions? Any questions? Wow, we got off into it, didn't we? I mean, I love it. Any other questions? Hey, IG, Instagram over there, Earthy Girl. Hey. Do we have any questions? Huh? No, we're gonna get ready to go off. So it was catching up. That's a bit of, huh? Oh, that's okay. I got something in my foot. It's all good. So, guys, don't forget to come back and join me for another episode of Kitchen and Convo with Matricia. If you have any questions about real estate, I am a licensed real estate broker, and you do not know where to get started, you can get with me on a consultation and just ask me questions. There is no embarrassing thing. I don't know my credit score. So what? You can get a loan with no credit scores. You can get a loan with no credit scores. I have a client right now who bought a property last year. They're selling their home, and they stayed in their home for 1 year. I get the question all the time, do I need to pay my, I don't know, what I get all the time, especially from millennials and some adults, older adults, I should say, because millennials are adults. What I get all the time is, I'm not sure if I want to live in Chicago. Well, you may not be sure that you want to stay in Chicago, but while you're living in Chicago, you are paying a mortgage if you are renting. But you're paying a very high mortgage, and you'll never be able to get the benefits of home ownership. You do not need to pay the mortgage off before you need to move or decide, hey, I don't want to live in Chicago. I got a new job that I'm looking to pursue. I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Miami. I want to go to Atlanta. I want to go to Germany. Wherever you want to go. You don't have to pay the mortgage off. We can literally sell your home. And 1 year, people are, when they sell a home, they're walking away with 80 grand, with 60 grand, with $40,000. That's a paycheck. So, and all you're doing is buying yourself a place to stay, and you get value from it. So that's it for tonight's episode. I love you all for coming on and for sharing and caring. Until we meet again, I'll see you back here. I believe we're going to do, I think the consensus is macaroni and cheese. If that's the case, that's what it is that we're going to do. Good night. See you guys. Make sure you like and follow for more. Like and follow for more. Share, please. Share. I appreciate everybody who came on tonight's live. I definitely appreciate you guys. You're amazing. I will share how the dressing is going to brown and come out. That's it. Hey, awesome. See you guys next